So, I hate how I start every video out with so, but you wouldn't know that because I don't talk about it. I just realized people are on YouTube are actually liking my vids on autism. And by my vids on autism, I mean the one video on autism with autism in the title. Because I'm autistic and ADHD, I think I need to talk about, I want to talk about non-diagnosis or misdiagnosis in older middle-aged autistic women. So I try to find my own video, people who look like me and do things like me and talk like me, and it just, I just want to see a regular person. And by regular person, I mean regular like me, making videos, but because of the ADHD, the production kind of sucks. It's just basic. And in saying that, I'm definitely not trying to talk down on people who are awesome at their production. I'm actually jealous of you guys. I'm just not going to do that. Because it just doesn't sound interesting to me, and it sounds like it would take a lot of money and a lot of extra time for something that really just doesn't need to be done when all I need to do is get my message out. And it can be in this room, like with a fucked up blanketed ass halfway like window and like this. But because of the ADHD, they're just the production kind of sucks. I don't need the production to be super awesome for me to get what I need out of the content, and I'm thinking that maybe there's other people like that, because I just don't think there's enough autism awareness, especially for women. There's like zero autism awareness for women, and because of the lack of autism in women information out there, I had no idea my entire life that I was autistic, but my entire life I knew that I was different, and there was something wrong. Wrong. I thought it was wrong about me. And what I've read is that autistic children, especially girls, at a much larger percent, more likely to be abused. And I came from a very abusive childhood. And by the time I graduated from high school with a cumulative GPA of 3.67 as an honor graduate, I had been raped at least 3 or 4 times. And the first one it was by a man I didn't even know. He was a cashier at a Circle K who locked the door and put me over his shoulder and drugged me in the office while I had my hands over my face and say no, 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 no. And he didn't care. And I didn't tell anybody. So if my message, disguised in bad production, if it just stops an autistic girl from being raped, then I did what I came to do. So I'm going to try to keep what I say in some kind of outline form. I'll be honest with you, in school, even though I was hyperlexic, I learned how to read when I was like 2.5 or 3. The time I started first grade, I had a 12th grade reading level. I still never liked to outline. Outlines were always the spawn of Satan to me. So just extremely hard for me because I suck at outlines. I suck at getting all my information formatted together in a way that makes it more edible for consumption. Now I shall do my autistic thing and mimic other creators when I say, let's get into it. I was not diagnosed with autism by a doctor by choice. I diagnosed myself at the age of 46 years old. I've been seeing psychiatrists since I was like 18 years old, and none of them ever got my diagnosis right. I didn't know anything about psychiatry or mental health back then, and neither did my parents. And I've been diagnosed bipolar so many times I can't count. psychotic disorder, major depressive disorder, ADHD. Listen, this is the funny thing about ADHD. When I got the ADHD diagnosis, it wasn't hard. I didn't think I had ADHD. I was trying to get that diagnosis, though, because I had discovered that my stepson, who has ADHD, took Adderall. And so I don't know what made me do it. I tried one of his Adderall one day, without anybody knowing. And, it was amazing. I could be washing dishes and hear one of the other kids, need me in the other part of the house, go tend to that and then not get distracted by something out of place in the living room while I was walking back to finish doing the dishes in the kitchen. I just really started getting shit done. They literally changed my life. Adderall, it fucking changed my life. But I still didn't believe I had ADHD because I went in there knowing I was just trying to get pills. And I got my pills because I thought I was, tricking him. I didn't believe his diagnosis. He's the one who diagnosed me with major depression, and I had major depression from birth. Now that I know so much about autism, I have zero doubt that the depression was directly linked with the autism and feeling. I never to say I didn't fit in. Well, that's what everybody said.